evening. I guess I'll bite the bullet and go first. My name is Ibram X. Kendi, and I'm the author of Stamped from the Beginning. And the excerpt that I'm going to read comes from the epilogue of Stamped from the Beginning, the definitive history of racist ideas in America. Anti-racists should stop connecting selfishness to racism and unselfishness to anti-racism. Altruism is wanted, not required. Anti-racists do not have to be altruistic. Anti-racists do not have to be selfless. Anti-racists merely have to have intelligent self-interest and to stop consuming those racist ideas that have engendered so much unintelligent self-interest over the years. It is in the intelligent self-interest of middle and upper-income blacks to challenge the racism affecting the black poor, knowing that they will not be free of racism that is slowing their socioeconomic rise until poor blacks are free of racism. It is in the intelligent self-interest of Asians, Native Americans, and Latinos to challenge anti-black racism, knowing that they will not be free of racism until black people are free of racism. It is in the intelligent self-interest of white Americans to challenge racism, knowing they will not be free of sexism, class bias, homophobia, and ethnocentrism until black people are free of racism. The histories of anti-Asian, anti-Native, and anti-Latino racist ideas, the histories of sexist, elitist, homophobic, and ethnocentric ideas, all sound eerily similar to this history of racist ideas and feature some of the same defenders of bigotry in America. Supporting these prevailing bigotries is only in the intelligent self-interest of a tiny group of super-rich, Protestant, heterosexual, non-immigrant, white, Anglo-Saxon males. Those are the only people who need to be altruistic in order to be anti-racist. The rest of us merely need to do the intelligent thing for ourselves. Historically, black people have by and large figured the smartest thing we could do for ourselves is to partake in uplift suasion, a strategy as unworkable as white self-sacrifice. Beginning around the 1790s, abolitionists urged a growing number of free blacks to exhibit upstanding behavior before white people, believing they would thereby undermine the racist beliefs behind slavery. Black people would acquire, quote, the esteem, confidence, and patronage of the whites in proportion to your increase in knowledge and moral improvement, as William Lloyd Garrison lectured free blacks in the 1830s. The history of racist ideas shows not only that uplift suasion has failed, but that generally speaking, the opposite of its intended effect has occurred. Racist Americans have routinely despised those black Americans the most who uplifted themselves, who defied those racist laws and theories that individuals employed to keep them down. So upwardly mobile black folk have not persuaded away racist ideas or policies. Quite the contrary. Uplift suasion has brought on the progression of racism, new racist policies and ideas after blacks broke through the old ones. Everyone who has witnessed the historic presidency of Barack Obama and the historic opposition to him should know full well that the more black people uplift themselves, the more they will find themselves on the receiving end of a racist backlash. Uplift suasion as a strategy of racial progress has failed. Black individuals must dispose of it as a strategy and stop worrying about what other people may think about the way they act, the way they speak, the way they look, the way they dress, the way they are portrayed in the media, and the way they think and love and laugh. Individual blacks are not race representatives. They are not responsible for those Americans who hold racist ideas. Black people need to be their imperfect selves around white people, around each other, around all people. Black is beautiful and ugly, intelligent and unintelligent, law-abiding and law-breaking, industrious and lazy. And it is those imperfections that make black people human, make black people equal to all other imperfectly human groups. Thank you.